Charlton versus Chelsea, 5-1 in favor of Chelsea. Normally, we and Charlton will not be mates. Just like I said during the preview, that we don't have to beat them, we need to punish them. And punishing them, we should be expecting like 4 to 5 goals. 4 goals upward. And they listen. Liam Rosnier and his player, they listen to my advice and say, we have to deliver these goals to Mr. Peters. And they did that. It ended 5-1 in favor of Chelsea. We are moving over to the fourth round of the FA Cup competition. But talking about Liam Rosnier, well, it was an intense game. Just like I said, the moment clubs tend to play Chelsea, they tend to be more serious. Look at Charlton. Immediately they got that goal when the game was 2-1. Look at how serious they were. Look at how they wanted to start. Look at the way they wanted to press Chelsea. They wanted to show themselves that they can play, that they are fit, they can match Chelsea toe to toe. But when you are big, you are big. No matter how you say it, no matter how you place it. But let me go back to Liam Rosnier. There's one pattern. There's something I observe about the game. Well, I will not be in a hurry to judge him. Maybe after the Arsenal game and maybe 1 or 2, let's say maybe after 5 games, I will conclude on that. But there's something I observe that it seems to be more interesting to me. The recovery process was very, very beautiful. The way we recover balls, whenever we lose the ball, the way we recover it is crazy. It's very fast. And the way we press, I enjoyed it because no much back pass. We recover fast and we press on a high note, and it's very, very interesting. And I love it. Unlike before, we tend to play within the midfielders, then later on we drop back to the defense. We play within the midfielders, later on we drop back to the defense. But this one is like this. It's not like that. Every move makes sense, starting from the first half. And that is the way we are playing. If we lose the ball, we tend to recover the ball very quick. That reminds me of Pochettino kind of football when we started getting our feet back. Whenever we lose the ball, we recover it fast and we press high. Do you understand? But I will not conclude yet in its pattern, but I enjoyed it. I don't know which person I observed. I don't know where I observed that person, but I really enjoyed it. You understand? Then talking about players individually, it was a very Jorgensen was fantastic. I won't blame him for that goal that Charlton scored. The rebound, no goalkeeper go fit save that kind of rebound. Do you understand? But if to say VR been check and 2, that thing for be offside, because get one of Charlton player will be in the offside. He get one of their player will be in the offside. But nevertheless, that one don't pass. There's no VR in the FA Cup 3rd round and 4th round. Maybe it's from the 5th round. That's when the VR will tend to be available for this kind of competition. But nevertheless, kudos to Jorgensen. He was fully involved in this game. And also Badashil and Tosin. I know the moment people saw these two guys on the lineup, everybody was like, oh, more. Even though Rosnier do everything right, for the first time play these two guys, pair the two of them together for this kind of game, you don't be see everything not spoiled for the formation, because we are not really happy seeing these two guys playing this game today. You understand? Because we know what these guys have done to us. We know what they have put us through in terms of their bad defending, most especially Tosin. You understand? But nevertheless, both of them were very okay today. They played very well. They were well organized today. They were well coordinated today. Their passes, you cannot take that away from them. Their passes were clicking, both left and right. Their passes were clicking. You understand? Then Josh Achipong, kudos to him. Kudos to him. He was fantastic from the right wing back. He did very well. And Jore Hato. Wow. This is what I want to see. Improvements. Well, if you continue like this, maybe we'll have this hope and believe that we still have somebody there in that Marco Cucurella's position. If you continue like this and do better than this, because defensively wise, Hato was fully functioning. offensively wise, he was there too. And there's something I noticed: our two fullback, they did not really invert them. But even though they tend to overlap sometimes, but the inversion was not really there. They were just doing the basic thing of a fullback. You understand? I'm talking about Achipong and Jorge Hatu. They were just doing the basics. And also, kudos to Hatu again once for more for that beautiful goal. That goal was fantastic. That goal reminded me of Marcos Alonso when he was in Chelsea. Those are the type of goals that Alonso score, especially from his left foot. Once the ball don't come from that angle, forget it. For the first thing, fire and forget them. You don't enter post. You understand? That goal take me back to Alonso's era in Chelsea as our left wing back. But nevertheless, Hato did very well. He made some crucial blocks in the 18-yard box when the opponent was against us. He did very well. Kudos to him. Then also, Achipong, I've said it now, Achipong was instrumental in this game. And you see what I said during my lineup? I presented Casaido and Andre Santos. And it seems like this coach really heard me. You understand? He really heard me. And if you watch, I saw Enzo, Casaido and Andre Santos. And also kudos to the both of them. They did very well, most especially Casaido. For me, I think he's my man of the match because he was fully involved in this game. He was the one dictating this game. You understand? Defensively wise, offensively wise, Casaido was there. He was doing the work of a defender, was also arriving. I was also trying to navigate the ball in different positions. And also, kudos to Bonanote. This is the first time I'm seeing that boy playing a physical football and more interesting football. As in, he was physical. At least he was physical. You cannot just pull him down like that. He was physical. And I love some of his runs, his passes, his transitions with other attacking players up front was fantastic. Especially his transition with this guy, Jamie Gittins, was crazy. You understand? Kudos to him for that cross too that brought the other goal that Tosin scored. That was a fantastic one from Bonanote. Then talking about Jamie Gittins. Fire. I don't want to believe that because of a new coach is available right now, everybody wants to play to impress. I don't want to believe that. But nevertheless, Gittins was really instrumental in the first half. He was powerful. He was fully involved in the first half of this game down to the second half. I was expecting the coach to remove Garnacho. Maybe he kept Garnacho there for a reason. Because in the first half, I was not really impressed with what Garnacho was doing. He loses the ball easily. Even some of his passes are not clicking. You understand? But nevertheless, kudos to him anyway. But I wanted him to leave that game instead of Gittins. I wanted the moment they introduced Estavao, I wanted them to remove Garnacho instead of Gittins. So that Gittins can go back to the left while Garnacho leave for Estavao. But nevertheless, the coach has his own reason why he kept Garnacho. Maybe the keeper say, play now because Arsenal match, if you no play. You understand? Then this thing, coming into the second half, where we had the likes of Estavao, Delap, Neto, Enzo Fernandez, and also Wesley Fofana. It was a very good one. When they came in, the game changed a little bit. It was more intense. See, normally, Chelsea for wire these people like 6, 7, 8, 1. Kudos to their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper tried. Charlton Athletic, go and buy that young man one bottle of beer. Your goalkeeper was fully involved in this game. But the thing is that there's that language. When you are big, you are big. They were playing against the big fish. Chelsea are big fish. You understand? I know it in me. Before you go catch big fish for water, you go hard. You go sweat. Get the way where hook big fish. The big fish go drag you and that hook. You grab. So Charlton, they were playing with the big boys. But kudos to their goalkeeper. He tried. He made a lot of save. Especially when Estavao was introduced into the game. Estavao made about 3 to 4 shots on target. Like this guy was just fully there blocking this young man's shots. until the penalty thing happened. Yeah, Estavao have to clear him, but he catch Estavao and it resulted to a penalty. Anyhow, Estavao was involved, and I like the kind of football Estavao play, and I believe the system Rosnier is playing will fit Estavao very well because it's more of a direct ball that Liam is playing. Direct and high pressing football, and that is the kind of football I believe Estavao will like, because Estavao is more of a direct person. If you watch the moment he entered, he was more direct and he's always open, he's always at the right spots making moves, but he shoots that goalkeeper short from different angles. Yeah, the goalkeeper was saying, I will deny you a goal. You understand? Even the one that even there was a chance, the goalkeeper just tried. Even Liam Delap got a chance that the goalkeeper self even made a move for. So the Charlton goalkeeper was fully involved. And talking about Delap, him get chance when he's supposed to score. When he does, I don't know how to shoot that boy. I don't just understand. But anyhow, him just there. I know say kudos to him because he's supposed to score that goal as a striker. And Enzo Fernandez, kudos to him. He tried one way or the other. Then Pedro Neto stepping up to score that fantastic goal. That was a calm, no disturbance goal. You understand? That was a calm, no disturbance goal. So kudos to Pedro Neto. Kudos to everybody that was involved in this game today. Normally, what are you expecting? Are you expecting Chelsea to lose to Charlton? No, now let's tell ourselves the truth. We are expecting Chelsea to lose to Charlton. But anyhow, too, it was a very nice game. I enjoyed it, and we just hope that the Arsenal game will be different. You understand? Because now, everybody want to know what's in this Rosny or Gudzo. You understand? And lastly, sorry, I did not include this guy, McGill too tried. McGill tried, but anyhow, he was at some point. It was looking as if he was lost in the game, but he tried. He later scored a goal. There was a rebound that happened that you have to put it back. You understand? He later scored a goal, but nevertheless, Arsenal game, we'll see what Liam can do. Then I will tend to now understand this is pattern very well. You understand? Unlike if it's Maresca, we will know that we want to play possession football, and the possession football need to pass midfielder work with defender. The attacker gets less of the ball. You understand? The more of the ball comes to the midfield and the defense. And that's where you see Chelsea have more possession than our opponents, while our opponents have more shot on target than us. But in the case of Liam Rosnier, the defense doesn't have more of the ball. Instead, the attackers have more of the ball, because at every given time they are pressing. They are pressing. You see the transition process. That means you go sabi run for this kind of football. But nevertheless, I enjoyed every bit of it, and we just wish the young man good luck. Even though we heard some funny sound at the Charlton home ground, you can go online and read about it. There was one song their fans was singing for Liam Rosnier. Whether they say no go last for 1 year, no just. And not only that, Chelsea fans, they continue their normal chanting against Igbali, chanting against for Chelsea. Normal. It's always like that. But in all, we have won. That's the most important thing. And we are done, and we are through to the next round. You understand? Like I said, Liam needed this soft landing for him to pick his spots and how to face Arsenal on Wednesday. Thank you very much. I remain your boy Peters. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.